Hey Dave, this is a runner. I don't know if it's you or not. I think it is. Um, but what we're looking at here, and this isn't full speed, so this makes it a little more tricky. The full speed is really kind of important because then it accelerates or magnifies the flaws and it makes it easy. But this runner gets kind of squishy a little bit here on the side. You can see the give and the load up, and that ankle is not loading. It's a really stiff ankle, which is why they're so bouncy. And I know vertical force is a thing, but you can see at the toe off point here, this leg is behind the butt. And what that usually tells me is that you're pushing. So this person is a good pusher. They get a good bounce, and they're probably pretty efficient at it. But the problem is you're losing that ankle. And again, the same thing here. I mean, timing is right on. Contact for, I'm guessing this is 800 pace or 400 pace, maybe slower than that, is a little bit out in front. But again, I can't tell without full speed. Mid-stance phase, decent. We're looking for this knee to be slightly in front of that knee, and it is. It could be better. It's a timing issue, which is what many hurdles are for in boom booms. But you can see in the load up point here, this launch where you can see the body raise up, and you're getting this launch forward. So you need that vertical force, but that doesn't mean you're bouncing down the track, because you're going to get someone who oscillates up and down the track without good forward propulsion. I mean, you're not getting enough. And that's kind of why you have to push, is you're pushing yourself up. And again, at toe off, this knee can be more underneath the butt. The left side is worse. But here we're getting even here. Foot strike a little bit out in front, but you can see the load. And the push. And throughout this whole thing, you can see the ankle, that ankle breaks better than the other one. The right one stays really stiff, which is why when we watch it from the front, it looks like one side stays high and one low. If we watch it backwards, it literally looks like this left leg is falling into a hole. You can see the more pronounced bounce or drop when they come down. So ankles, I think, are an issue here. I like this side view better than the other one, so that's why I did it. The other one was too far away. From the front, this is where we're going to see some stuff too. Ideally, there's some space between the legs, and you can see they're rubbing pretty close. But as they go to push, they're kind of coming off the side of their foot, which is why you kind of have that trail. And you kind of get a zigzag pattern because this runner keeps their arms really tight, so they actually counterbalance with the zigzag pattern. Again, you can see this foot coming off the side, which is why it swings behind, and you get such a tight position. And you get this like knees kissing each other. And I'm guessing this person bumps knees or ankles or kicks themselves sometimes when they run. This foot placement could be slightly better. It's not in a horrible place. I mean, it's underneath the hip. It's almost running a tightrope. But what I'm concerned about is the break in the upper body here. And you're going to have a collapse in the upper lateral chain. And then the launch coming off the side of the foot. And again, it trails out behind, which is why not as bad as the other side, but that's why you've got better space here, but it could be better. And again, you can see it come off the side, and you get this flick, and now it becomes, after that happens, it becomes kind of a counter rotation issue. Getting closer. We'll see the spin better from the back. And here comes the crash here, and you can see the sides, there's some distance. This side, they're right on each other. They're still pretty close. And he's slowing down here. But I like this closeness because you can really see the collapse a little bit here in this knee, which again is a stiffness issue. Now from the back. So from the back you can see the foot push off to the side a little bit, and you can see it trail over to the opposite hip, and to counterbalance that you're going to have this excessive shoulder pull to the side. The green on green. Then the collapse. You can kind of see the body come down, load for the big push. And you can see that foot trail out way off to the other side. And you can see in the upper torso the counterbalance here with this arm with that long leg out back. And then this is the side that's got the collapse. So you can see they land on the outside of the foot and stay on the outside of the foot, which is why they get that push out to the side. This is the tall side, so you can see it's a little bit stiffer. There's not as much give in different things. But then on this left side, this knee knocks in a tiny bit, but you can see that the whole body kind of collapses down onto that side. Oop, this side collapsed in the upper body. Yeah, so this person has some lateral chain issues. So we'll look at some lateral chain stuff, some toe off stuff, and see what we can do.